She was a better surfer than I was, bro. And afterwards we went to Roberto's taco shop and we got 6 rolled tacos and guacamole. And some Corona beers. Dude, she's coming over tonight, bro. Whenever he said dude, bro, it was really important. So he said, I'm gonna put the B.O.P underneath your bed. And I said, no, please don't put the B.O.P underneath my bed. B.O.P was an acronym for bag of porn. It was the early 80s. The internet wasn't happening yet. And I said, please don't put the bag of porn underneath my bed. What if my lung collapses and my parents are rushed to this house? They'll think those magazines belong to me. And there was a few magazines in there, I won't say the names of them. Okay, Slick Slots, Prison Pussy, and Hairy Construction Workers. I don't know why he had hairy construction workers in there, but he did. So I said, please don't put the B.O.P underneath my bed. I don't want the bag of porn under my bed. And sure enough, I went out that night and my lung collapsed. And I was rushed to the hospital, and the surgeon came out and he said, dude, you've had 13 collapsed lungs, bro. And I said, could you please speak more professionally? And then he said, we're gonna have to do what's called a thoracotomy. So they called my mom and dad to drive down from Palm Springs, California. And my parents came down. And my mom said to me, Steven, you're gonna be in the hospital 2 weeks, so we're gonna stay in your room for the next 2 weeks. All my nightmare was coming true. And all I wanted to say to Todd, because he was standing there, was, dude, get the bag of porn out from under my bed. But I was so high on the drugs they give you before surgery, I just said, oh. And as they wheeled me away for surgery, I sat up on the stretcher and I said to my mom, bag of porn. I said, B.O.P, mama. And she didn't know what I was talking about because I was slurring the words. She looked at me the way a chihuahua would look at you if you put a sweater on it at Christmas and it cocked his head. So they wheeled me into surgery, and when I got out, after 5 hours, I was so high on morphine, they barely dabbed my tongue with a cotton swab. And I looked at the priest that they brought out with them to stay in my room as well from our parish, Father Michael Murphy, and I said, B.O.P, Father. And he said, do you have to pee? Do you have to pee, Stephen? Then I said, bag of porn. And my mom said, no corn, no solid foods. Finally, it was like I was possessed by the exorcist. And I said,
get the fucking bag of porn out from under my goddamn bed. Slick Slots, Prison Pussy, Hairy Construction Workers.
Well, my mom covered up the priest's ears and the priest covered up my dad's ears. And then my dad said to me, it's okay, son, we still love you. Besides, that Hairy Construction Workers magazine was pretty cool. But your mom really liked Prison Pussy, so go figure. And I said, no. And then he said, Stevie boy, just remember. He said, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend. Let me hear you. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm gonna record that real quick so I can take a picture of you and put it up on Instagram right now. So I'll let the guitar do the work. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. Man, let him say hi to me. You'll always be my friend. All right, that's going up right now on Instagram. I'm with you till. Let me hear you sing that now. I'm in it for the long haul.
You'll always be my friend.
So Anyways, now as I stand here at the Old Settlers Music Fest in 2018 and the rain comes down, I can only think of one thing. Love, 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 love. And it makes me think that I want to join you in the rain. Because why should I be covered? Isn't this an egalitarian society? Isn't this the new socialist Old Settlers Festival where all the money gets shared to us together?
Yeah!
Can I get a hallelujah on that?
Hallelujah!
So I gotta think of the love I've had in my life. And that love I had was from my dog Mojo. And one time he got hit by a car. And I rushed him to the veterinarian, and my dog was my best friend. And the vet said, it doesn't look like Mojo's gonna make it. But I said, please, if you fix my dog Mojo, I'll come back in April of 2018 and I'll play Old Settlers Music Fest. And this was back in 1966 when I said that. This festival did not exist. And he said, how do you know that? And I said, because I've become unstuck in time like Billy Pilgrim in the book Slaughterhouse-Five. Sure enough, the veterinarian came out. He said, Steve Poltz, your dog Mojo, he's gonna live. So I took Mojo home that night and he slept at the foot of my bed with stitches all on his neck and on his little legs. I said, Mojo, I love you. And my dog lifted up his weak little head and he said, I love you too. Don't forget to tell everybody.